Okay, welcome everybody to another Rhinos League. Going to be running through pretty much the same list as we ran a while back through. The only changes is I've taken out a couple of subtleties from the main and put into Bonecrusher Giants. Bonecrusher Giants are good sort of, you know, its main purpose is to be a hedge against the One Ring, because if people haven't seen this interaction before, the Stomp ability means damage can't be prevented this turn. So if you have, you know, a load of rhinos on the board, opponent plays the One Ring, you can stomp. You can't stomp them, but you can stomp yourself. You can stomp a rhino, and then damage can't be prevented, which gets past the ring's protection, and you get to slam in with all your damage anyway. But yeah, other than that, much the same. I think I'm really quite enjoying this deck at the moment, as I have for quite a while. Good to be playing it again. The combination of Leyline and Scion still really good, and we have got the new card in Phlage. So yeah, happy with the deck at the moment. Thanks everyone for watching, and a big thanks to everyone that has subscribed recently. If you haven't already, please do consider doing so. Playing quite a lot of Modern and Pioneer at the moment. Just to get ready for tournaments at the back end of this year. So yeah, if that kind of content is something you like, please do consider subscribing. Right, gonna play first here. Double Leyline. I think this is just about a keep. We've got double Leyline. We can go suspend Crashing Footfalls on one, because of Leyline making this island into a forest. I think I'm going to keep this. We'll shove two Leylines out. Okay, so just go island, suspend, pass the turn. And we get to Leyline Binding for 1 mana as well. And of course, a Scion is a really good draw at some point. Okay, find Temple Garden. I think I'm just gonna play the Xander's Lounge. Now that we found our third land, I don't know that we're gonna cycle this Lorien Revealed. We've got here Ruby Medallion. Okay, I think I'm just going to Binding that against Storm here. Okay, Thundering Falls, not the best draw. Definitely Graveyard and Misty. Haven't got much action going on. Would love to draw, yeah, Force of Negation, anything like that. I've seen some Rhinos lists with things like Magebane Lizard in the sideboard, so you get to cut all of your Inevitable. It's essentially the same idea as Inevitable Betrayal against Eldrazi. Okay, there's a Force. That's really nice. So we'll just go Temple Garden, pass. Opponent's got Past in Flames, but going to be difficult to cast that one. I guess they could cast it. Flame of Anor. Drawing 2 cards. That one's fine. Okay, we get to make some rhinos here. Cast this. Okay. Do we want to go and get a land? I think so. No, I think it's fine. suppose we could have just played Bonecrusher Giant there. But now they fetch, this is 16 plus 2 is lethal. I think Ral is a 1/3. Yeah, 1/3. Can't do anything about that. See what follow-up they have. Probably just going to save this force for a yeah, Flame of Anor works well with Ral. I forgot about that. So you see some builds with Flame of Anor. Probably would. Okay, Ritual's fine. We'll keep that. We'll let that one. Well, we could just force it to stop this flipping. How good is that? We're going to make 3 mana. Let me know what you do here. I think I'm just going to let it resolve. Oh, they splice, so they do have a lot of mana here. Yeah, I think I should have forced that one because I didn't realize it was spliced. Okay. We really want to save the force. They didn't hit very well off their Ren's Resolve there. So they can play them, but okay, they play the Medallion. Wish. I think I'm just going to force that one. Yeah, we'll force that one. Probably should have forced the Ritual, although yeah, I think this is fine. What we want is for them to have to waste their 2 mana. They can Past in Flames, but can't then do anything with it. Okay, there's another Ritual, which is a bit scary. Oh, I guess we need to hope that they lose the flip, which is really handy. Okay, there's another Ral. Not sure. Okay. So I guess, yeah, if they win the flip there. Yeah, that was actually really bad. Well, I think, yeah, not forcing there. The trouble is, if we force that Ritual, they then have the ability to go next turn, Ritual, Wish, just do whatever they want. And we're not killing them this turn. So, yeah. I mean, we're obviously very lucky that they lose the flip there. Because if they didn't, they would have been able to... I don't think they would have been able to ultimate. Didn't have that much. Okay, so we want the endurances. Probably want the mystical disputes. Possibly the wear tear. Definitely force. Bonecrusher's not very good. Leyline's good. That's good. Phlage isn't actually amazing here. So I think we'll do that. Bring in the wear tear and 1 dispute. All this is really good. We want the, I think, yeah, we want Leyline Scion, I think. Yeah, let's try that. Maybe we want more disputes against the blue-red version. Don't know. Yeah, if we expect a lot of Storm, might want to experiment with the Magebane Lizard tech. This hand would be really good if we had a land that we could then cycle for another one. As it is, we have to mulligan. This hand isn't great. It makes Rhinos on turn 3, but that's probably too slow. I think we have to mulligan. This is better. So we'll go bottom, the right, the footfalls. I think with this binding I can just, yeah, we want to make sure we hit our land drops for turn 3 Rhinos. So lands wise, I think we're going to go and get, that's not a bad draw. How afraid of Blood Moon are we? Don't think too much. Should we fetch around Blood Moon anyway? Because we could just fetch a basic plains here. And then go... no, we don't want to fetch basic plains here. Okay, so now we'll just go and get... So we can get Lush Portico and then get the Triome. We'll graveyard that one. Then just fetch the Triome. Binding the Medallion. Don't want to see a Blood Moon, really. Okay, they fetch. How afraid of something like a Spell Pierce are we? What did they do with that? Put it on top. Okay, we're just going to make Rhinos here. So we make 8 power. But I can play a couple of things here. They don't hit very well, although they can be used until next turn. I wonder if we're meant to... Is Valakut Awakening an instant? It is. Wonder if they grape shot us here. Ritual. Okay, they Valakut Awakening. Then they draw 1. Okay, we only have 1 blue source. I think I want to ice this turn. Or we could chuck it in to try and kill a Rao. Let's attack anyway. Put them to 10. I think I'm just going to shock this in and then ice a land. Wouldn't mind drawing a Force of Negation. Why did I shock that in? Shocked it in to be able to fire something, but a lot of their stuff's 1/3s anyway, so. Okay, Flame of Anor. Draw 2, that's fine. That is probably the best draw we could have had. think they could have played the Bloodstained Mire there. We're forcing, like, we're definitely forcing a ritual here. I think we're just forcing that. Just fire them. For lethal. Don't think they can have anything here. Okay, we draw very well there. I think, yeah, not sure. I think that's probably a fine matchup. We have binding and things to take care of some of the stuff, and a well-timed force, as we saw in both those games, can really set them back. So whether we want the Mage Bane Lizard stuff in the sideboard, unsure, but yeah, happy with that. And we'll go straight into the next one, be on the draw here for round number 2. This is interesting. So you can go Flooded Strand. I think this is just okay. Like, the 2 Surveil lands are a bit awkward. Okay, opponent has Leyline. So this looks like it could be the mirror. Okay, so now if we go Flooded Strand, yeah, let's go Flooded. I am gonna put this on suspend, so we need to get Temple Garden so we can binding next turn. Oh no, it can't be the mirror, because could we play Gigantha? No, because we're running Force. Is Force the only thing stopping us? Maybe. I think here. Do we want to binding? Don't think so. I think I'd rather. Yeah, let's just go Thundering Falls. Graveyard, that one. Next turn we can potentially make some Rhinos. Opponent does find a land. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, so do we want to make Rhinos, or we could, I kind of want to binding this. No, I think we're making Rhinos. So we're against Zoo. Wouldn't be surprised if the opponent has a Scion here. We are kind of in a deep hole. Okay, Tribal Flames. I think I'm just going to force that one. Keep our Rhinos up. I am just going to double block here. Ooh, they have binding. Okay, that was, yeah, that was probably bad. I probably should have just taken it. So now we binding the Carvu. Let's surveil. Yeah, we'll have another binding. Yeah, that was poor. Just didn't think about what the opponent could have had there. Yeah, should have just taken the damage. Don't know what the opponent has. Cast a Footfalls. They have shown us Orcish Bowmasters, so I don't think I'm massively keen to Lorien Revealed just into that. I think here I'm just going to binding their binding now, because I don't want them to have Stubborn Denial online. So this way they don't, yeah, they don't get the Carvu back. Okay, they bolt a Rhino. I assume they have another lightning bolt in hand. Okay, Rhino down. So we can't get 1 mana binding anymore, and we haven't got any more Surveil lands. We've got enough to not Uro, Phlage. We can just get a Hallowed Fountain. Opponent doesn't add Gigantha. We have another binding. Let's see if they do anything here. I think now that we've drawn something, I think I'm just holding. I just really... Okay, we're making the same play here. Yeah. There's a lot of Leyline Bindings on the field. Yeah, I just really don't want to get this Lorien Revealed Stubborn Denial. The opponent hasn't been doing too much. Raucous Theatre is a strange land for the opponent to be running. They do put one on top, though. Scion would be really bad for us. Okay, Tribal Flames is okay. I wouldn't mind another land. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we'll go land. Just try and draw 3. Okay, well, that works well. Might have been playing around Stubborn Denial too much. We got 1 card in hand. Okay, let's go land. Shardless Agent. Attempt to make lots of power. Okay, you don't think we want to ice anything. That's a good one. We can't ice that. I think I just want to draw a card then, or I'm going to just ice. They could have arena'd it. Let's go and get another land. Okay, that's an interesting one. So we can attack with just 1 Rhino. this has first strike. Possibly should have just drawn 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Possibly should have just drawn. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could have stub. I think I want to hold up Force. They go back up to 12. Maybe I should just be bone crushing them. Vigilance is, yeah, vigilance is pretty rough. I think I'm just gonna do his cast Bonecrusher here. Okay, they add Gigantha. Yeah, I'm gonna stomp. So they go to 10. Okay, let's try and draw some cards. Okay, not amazing draws. We don't really want to fetch with this. Right, so let's say we do we have planes left in the deck? We do have planes left in the deck, so I could go and get planes, play Bonecrusher Giant. We go to 8. They attack back up to 9. We attack with everything. They go to 13 from blocking here. Take 4, 8, 9, 10. I actually think I just don't want to fetch, because I think we eventually win the race. I guess they can Gigantha here. Oh, Gigantha with haste is just awful, actually. Yeah, we lose to Gigantha with haste, sadly. Because we have to block. We've used 3 bindings. It's got first strike. So this is 9. So has it got trample? Yeah. So I think I just block with the Shardless. Yikes. Don't think we've got any surveil lands left yet, just the plains. Okay, so we need to draw, I guess, binding. Ardent Plea making more rhinos doesn't help because this has flying. We could try and draw some. Okay, I guess we just try and draw. Okay, well, we take the loss. I think, with having that extra rhino when I messed up with the Carvu, have done it. Don't know. Maybe I was meant to binding this earlier on. Maybe I used up my bindings too soon. Okay, what do we want against this? I think just the wear tear is probably fine. They probably do run Phlage as well. Bonecrusher's not great. Force isn't actually that good. Would we rather have Bonecrusher than Force? Well, forcing a Tribal Flames isn't too bad. Maybe keep in one Bonecrusher. About Mystical Dispute? No, don't think so. Endurance? No. Brotherhood's End? No. Okay, I think we'll just go with that. See what we get. Okay, 2 Leyline Bindings and 2 Cascaders. I think we keep this. We can go Lush Portico into Surveil, into Triome in order to Binding on turn 2. But it does have double Leyline. I don't think I want to suspend that. I'd rather hold up Binding. Okay, no. I could go for a thing here. I could go Binding on one of these. Or we could just get Thundering Falls. Given that we've got 2 bindings, I think having them for 1 mana is probably good. Okay, let's go, lad. I'm just gonna try and make some power here. Play Shardless Agent. They could have Stub. Yeah. But I probably wouldn't have jammed Shardless Agent into a Stub if we didn't have another Ardent Plea. Okay, there's a Phlage. So, do we suspend a Footfalls? Yeah, I think so. So let's just. How afraid of Phlage with haste are we? I think we're. They've got a fetch land here. I think I'm afraid enough to hold up Binding. Island, Plains. We'll hold up Hallowed Fountain to make them think that we could have a number of things. But yeah, it's not unreasonable, I don't think, to, you know, if they go fetch land. Oh no, they couldn't have done that. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay, so that's, so we go Binding on one of these. So now we can go Binding this to be attack. I think I want to attack with 1. Okay, no blocks. I'm just going to Binding both of them now. Yeah. I think definitely the Scion. Have we got a Surveil land left? We do. Triple binding. Okay, they're playing Psychic Frog. There's a Scion. Oh, that's pretty good. No attacks though. Lorien Revealed. I mean, it's probably better than a random draw. Yeah, I think that's better than a random draw. Okay. Can I get white mana here? Yes. So I'm probably going to do that. So do we binding? We can't binding the frog. Opponent can't actually escape Phlage at the moment because they've only got one white source. I think I'm just going to play around Stub again. This is our 4th Leyline Binding. I suppose I potentially could have... I think I'm staying back to block here. I suppose we could have potentially attacked. When are our Rhinos coming off? Got ages. Yeah, that's pretty good because that represents Phlage. Maybe should have saved the binding. They can't Phlage. A Rhino. I mean, they can target it, but this doesn't mean they can't attack with Frog. I'm definitely double blocking here. So we've gotten through all of our bindings. Zudek's quite impressive here. So what can we draw? Our own Phlage, I guess. That's not good. So they attack. Deal 3 here. We have to block. Yikes. Well, we do that because we can potentially draw Phlage as well. I don't know if I've been too liberal with these bindings, but we had to... Actually, we didn't have much choice. Because we had to binding both of these ley lines in order to kill the Scions, and then we had to binding the Scions to make us able to kill this kind of stuff. Have to chump the Phlage. We could draw Phlage now. Because we've got this arena as well, and we do have triple white. Well, there it is. So I think we have to go Phlage, kill their Phlage. So we go white, red, yeah, blue. Phlage. We can't. We could kill the frog. I think we have to kill their Phlage. Oh, they have Leyline Binding. Okay. So now we can't win, unfortunately. Well, we played to our outs. They drew that card off Psychic Frog, so it wasn't, you know, it wasn't too likely, I guess. But then I guess we drew the Phlage. Let's say that card was a blank. We were probably pretty good there. Like, we go Phlage, kill their Phlage, attack them for 6. And then we're at 9. They have a frog. Okay. We actually attacked with a little bit more because we had a an Ardent Plea out as well. So, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I've made a few mistakes there. But I think I had to use those bindings quite liberally because otherwise we just get beaten down by that Scion. Like, we had to use 2 of them on ley lines. Unfortunately, the opponent opened with 2 ley lines, but we always came back with the help of our trusty Phlage. But yeah, see you for the next round. Right, on the draw here, we're going to keep this one, I think. Oh, we got Force up, we got turn 2 Binding. Sacred Foundry, so probably Energy here. Ooh, that's not good. Let's say turn 2 Binding, I went turn 2 Scion. So do we go and get... I think now I want to go... Flooded Strand, yeah. I think I'm going to suspend the Footfalls. And then go, well, yeah, I think so. And then we can go and get Steam Vents in order to, well, maybe that was, I don't know, we can Lorien Revealed for a Triome potentially. If we don't have to force, that is. Okay, Fire, Ice. Okay, so this is about as good as this deck can do, I think. Like turn 1 Ragavan uncontested into all of this. Okay, that's a good draw though. I mean, at this point, what are we even stomping? I think it might even be Guide of Souls here. Because then... yeah, I think I'm just going to stomp the Guide of Souls. Because then Shardless Agent can hold off the rest of the stuff. Obviously, Ragavan's annoying. They hit our Xander's Lounge, which is also fairly annoying. Yeah, we'll force that one. Meticulous Archive, so they could be on the Mockingbird plan. Okay, so we'll play our Shardless Agent. make 10 power. Opponent could have some of the static prisons. Okay, bolt, 2 cards in hand. Okay, they're killing a lot of rhinos. They're killing all the rhinos. Okay, so we're going to take 4 down to 4, but then we get to Ardent Plea. Okay, just an Arid Mesa, fortunately. Okay, Arena of Glory. So let's play the Ardent Plea. Don't think it matters which colours we use. Make a load more power. Opponent doesn't have Gigantha either, so not sure what they're using instead. Okay, they do still attack. Oh, right. It doesn't matter because we just go block, block, and then we die anyway. Where did I miss out a point of damage from? Not sure. Okay, Brotherhood's End. Potentially Endurance. I don't think Force is great. Could consider Wear Tear. I think just doing that is fine. But you want you definitely want Bonecrusher Giant because of they're usually running rings these days. This hand is a bit awkward. We have to go turn 2 cycle and we still haven't got a third land. If this had a Leyline in it, we'd definitely keep. Yuck. Okay, going down to 5. This hand's yeah, this hand's really good. So we'll put Fire, Ice, and Phlage on the bottom, probably. I think valuing Brotherhood then slightly higher than Phlage. But yeah, Scion, Leyline Scion tends to be very good against them. How afraid of Blood Moon are we? Well, we'll Surveil with this one. We'll top that, I think. Play this. Let's play the Scion. Actually, with Thundering Falls, I was probably just meant to fetch a basic there. Okay, opponent concedes to a turn 2 Scion. I think we're just going to resubmit. Maybe we're meant to mulligan quite aggressively to Leyline Scion in this matchup. It's definitely possible. I don't think we can mulligan this one. Like, Ragavan is definitely the scariest card against us. Okay, fortunately the opponent yeah, surveilling with a tap land on 1. I think now I just want to go and get Thundering Falls with this. Because we could... Actually, no, I think we don't have red and we don't have double green. I kind of want to go and get the Triome hit, though. Let's just go Temple Garden Triome, I think. We can still... We can still Binding here, or we can Fire Ice if we need to. Okay, there's a Ragavan. Hopefully play an Ocelot Pride as well. Let's go Arid Mesa pass. Could this be a Spell Pierce? Right. The fact that they're playing blue, this must be Spell Pierce. I'm just going to go for it now, I think. So go Xander's Lounge. Oh. Yeah, I think that's fine. If they want to go, if they want to use their entire turn to go. Oh, they have Consign. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I was going to say, if they want to use their entire turn to dash Ragavan, that's fine. So what? So they could have another Consign. I'm just going to play Shardless Agent here. Like, the agent itself blocks Ragavan. Blood Moon is bad. Ranger Captain of Eos. Wasn't expecting that one. Interesting build here. Yeah, okay, they get Mockingbird. Mockingbird can copy a Rhino. Man of... yeah, okay. I think I just want to go... So the problem with Ardent Plea is they just sack this in response. But is there anything else that's good to do? Like, trading Ardent Plea Footfalls for this, is that bad? I think I'm just going to go to attacks and attack with everything. Because if they go block here, we get to fire potentially. Okay, so go fire, 1 damage, 1 damage, red, white. Suspend here. We don't want that one. That's quite a lot of footfalls gone. Yeah, that fire was obviously very, very, very good. They can Mockingbird, I guess, to copy a Rhino, but yeah, okay. Happy to get the win there. Right, round number 4, we're on the play. I think I'm going to keep this on the play. Like just going turn 3 Cascade, turn 4 Cascade with a Phlage kicker is probably good enough on the play. I'd probably look to mulligan this on the draw. Let's go Arid Mesa pass. Surveil here from a Thundering Falls. Could go Lush Portico in case we draw Binding. Oh, we've got the Temple Garden. Get Thundering Falls. Don't think it matters too much. Graveyard, another land. Fills the graveyard quite quickly for Phlage as well. Just go Misty and pass. Could be blue-black Murktide. We will just slam Boggart Trawler into the bin. Okay. Wasn't necessarily expecting that one. Okay, Psychic Frog is fine. Just Surveil again, I think. Don't want that one. I'm actually going to take the time to fetch here in case they play Harbinger. So we'll just go fetch a basic plains, I think. Shardless Agent. I could have Force of Negation here. Like Frog hold up Force is very, very good. They don't force. Okay. They could give they can't give the Frog flying unless they have another spell. It's quite possible they have, you know, they could just go push or what have you. Given the chance, we're obviously blocking Frog. But yeah, we do make 10 power, turn 3 on the play. Might need to remind myself. I think I'm running basic island. Oh, they discard Chthonian Nightmare. Okay. Give the Frog flying. See what they want to do. They could go something like discard. Toxic Deluge. Okay, another Frog. Another Ardent Plea. Okay, so here to inform what we do, I think I'm going to Ardent Plea first. I'll play the land, I guess. Because if they counter our footfalls, I might want to keep some Rhinos back, but in the event, I could attack with this, make them discard, but I think I'd rather just have Shardless Agent back as a chump blocker. Okay, opponent discarding a lot of cards. Okay, oh, it's a Satoru deck. Okay. Got push as well, yeah. Okay, so that's quite a lot of stuff there. But we do have, you know, got another Ardent Plea potentially. They can, at the moment, they can only give one Frog flying. Unearth is pretty good. Bloodghast, okay. Do they have the land as well? They do. That does mean we get to... Oh, they get to draw cards with that, which is pretty rough. They could fetch another Surveil land in order to give both Frogs flying. I will mob block this frog if they go for that. Okay, that's very good. Because now they get to bring back the frog, draw a card, bring back Bloodghast, draw a card. Yeah, that's very, very, very strong. Yeah, I've gone from having 0 cards to having lots. One of the cards in their hand is Chthonian Nightmare. Let's get Xander's Lounge. Okay, Binding is very good here. So let's go cast Phlage. Kill Satoro. And then just binding this frog attack with everything? Like, they can't block with this. Like, we're definitely binding the frog. Maybe just attack. I'm just going to attack with one Rhino, actually. Give it Ardent Plea, because otherwise they just go discard, discard. I think I want to hold up 2 blockers. Let's play the Temple Garden and pass. I'd actually quite like to draw Arena of Glory. Yeah, Bloodghast's pretty good. Yeah, I guess we knew they had Chthonian Nightmare. Maybe killing this wasn't great, but they're going to do stuff anyway. Could have just Phlaged face attacked with everything. Stitcher Supply. Oh, it's the Abhorrent Oculus. I've seen that a couple of times. Flare of Malice. Okay. Yeah, I've seen this. I haven't actually played against it yet, but this is very good with things like Unearth. It's a 5/5. Okay, they give their frog flying. They can't quite kill us with it here, but yeah, it's a 5/5, but you have to exile 6 from your graveyard to cast it. Okay, opponent hits us for 4. Discard Satoro. Discard 2 Satoros. Opponent could be dead to an Arena of Glory here. Okay, Force is actually quite nice. So did we go Phlage? Kill... I think we go Phlage, kill this. Phlage, kill this, and then we can force something. And it gains us some life as well. Because this is 6. They can hit us for 10. Do you just want to Phlage them? Actually, We're actually dead to quite a lot of stuff here. So we could go Ardent Plea. That doesn't really help us. We might as well Phlage them because then they have to block. Phlage them, they get an 8. Or we Phlage this. Yeah, I think we'll Phlage. White, white, red. We might just lose here, actually. So we kill the Satoru. So give both of these flying is the problem. I think I just lose. We go to 11 and they can discard enough cards. So whether they play around binding, I guess. Because they can go, they're hitting us for 6 and they can discard all 5 cards to the frogs. We need them to play around binding, but obviously if they're dead anyway, they, you know, they won't play around it. Sweet deck. Satoru works well with Oculus, obviously. Okay, well they play the supplier, so we're currently not dead because now they've got 10 power. But we get to force the Chthonian Nightmare. Hope they don't have a spell pierce. Okay. So they could have killed us there. This is 8 damage. Bloodghast don't have haste. They got 1 card in hand. Okay. No blocks. So yeah, I think they were playing around binding. But now we just throw Phlage at their face. I don't think they've even got Revolt for a Fatal Push here. Like if they unearth something, that's fine. Wouldn't mind drawing another Force. Well, another Phlage is also good. So just go to combat here. They could have Consign, I guess. Okay, so yeah, they played around the Leyline Binding and we managed to get there. So we definitely want all of these endurances. They were on blue, so Mystical Dispute is probably fine. I think I still want Force. Bonecrusher isn't good unless if we see the ring in game 2, we'll bring Bonecrusher back in. Want binding, want endurance, want all that kind of stuff. Fire Ice isn't actually that good. I guess tapping a frog isn't nothing. That Phlage was very good there. I think I'm going to try Fire Ice. So blue we saw, I mean they're not going to be casting Oculus. They could be, maybe we do want Dispute. Maybe we trim these for a couple of disputes, because they might be bringing in counter spells as well. So go... Is cutting Phlage crazy? We'll just try that. See what happens. So yeah, this is the... Like, a lot of people try experimenting with the Occulus at the moment. Okay, so this hand on the draw, we've got Leyline, but it's a lot of lands. I think I'm gonna, yeah, we're gonna mulligan that. This is also kind of rough. One land, we can dig for a second with a Surveil land, but I think I'm gonna go down again. Like if one of these cards was a Leyline, I'd keep this. Okay, this is good. So we get to go keep. So what do we bottom? I think I want to keep binding. Scion's not actually that great without. I think, yeah, we'll bottom a Scion. I do like endurance, but I think I just want to go bottom endurance. Go turn 2 binding, turn 3 plea. Got a nice curve. Any Occulus? No Occulus. Okay, Force is actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll have that. Just because we may need to force. I'm probably forcing a Chthonian Nightmare here. Or an Unearth on a... Okay, so there is an Occulus now. So yeah, we force a... Okay, there's Bloodghast. They've kept the Flare in, but this is non-token, right? Oh, greatest mana value. Okay, draw Shardless, play the Xander's Lounge. Don't think we're meant to binding the Bloodghast. Opponent keeps one on top. They could cast an Occulus here. Take 4. Okay, Fructin Tower. Well, the binding's always good. What land do we get is the question. I kind of don't... The best land to get would be Hallowed Fountain, because we need double blue and double white. But is there any world when we're ever not pitch casting this? I don't want to take the extra damage, I don't think. Okay, they can sign, which is pretty good. So actually we don't, with these 2 bindings, we don't really care about this. An Occulus, like what is it, a 5/5 with flying? Right, Douthie Voidwalker is good. So we're going to want to binding that one. Yeah, we're just going to take that. So I wouldn't mind land now. If not, we have to binding. Well, there's a land. So let's go binding. Yeah, it's binding. We have to binding the Voidwalker. They could sack it, I guess. To add black, black. Yep, they decide that is the way they want to go. Are we going to attack? No, I don't think so. I think I'd rather not take the damage from these. No, we don't want that one. Just thinking we got, yeah, more than enough. Could have binding the Bloodghast there, but don't really want to do that. I'll take the 2. Probably just going to play a Ardent Plea here. Sopsis, I think that's fine. Like it stops us Force of Negationing, but maybe we're meant to wait for a consign. Like we can't, with Replicate, we can't do anything about that anyway. Okay, so we could attack for 3, but again, think I'd rather just wait. Do we block here? I'm gonna have to block at some point. Yeah, I mean, it has haste, which is quite annoying. But putting more cards in the graveyard in case we draw a Phlage isn't bad. Okay, Frog. Cast a Binding. Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised to see them sack it. Hopefully they don't have a Bowmasters to play as well. Does it matter what land we get? Yes, we want an extra green in case we draw Endurance. Okay, no such luck. I will play the land. In case you want to go 3-drop, 3-drop. So no lands in hand for the event. They have missed quite a few, but the Bloodghast does have haste now. That's pretty good. Right, I want to draw a spell. No. Okay, well we're not going to be fetching. Probably should have played that. That's pretty good. So that's 4 damage, 5, 6 damage. And they draw a card. Phlage is our best draw, probably. Dead to Bowmasters. Okay, they get to bring the Bloodghast back. They shock in as well, so I don't know what this is. Okay, Frog. Okay, so yeah, we kind of flooded out at the end there. The consigns are very good against us. Right, so don't think there's necessarily... Mystical Dispute is good against Frog as well. I think we just resubmit. Yeah, this is fine. I'm happy enough with this. Obviously, we'd quite like to draw a Scion. Opponent mulliganing to 4 cards here. But yeah, we get to go Surveil turn 1 and then go from there. Got a Cascader. Yeah, this sounds really good. So yeah, we'll put our Leyline onto into play. Mesa go. Opponent surveils, as will we. They put Chthonian Nightmare into the bin. Yeah, let's get Lush Portico and show us a Scion. Force of Negation. No, we don't want another one of those. Okay, Flooded Strand. Play that and pass. Potentially would force something here. Okay, supplier. What do they hit? They hit Messenger, another supplier. To be force and unearth. Probably not. No, don't force an unearth here. Do force a Thoughtseize, weirdly. Like it does come up forcing Thoughtseize. It's not very common, but here is a point where we would force a Thoughtseize. Unearth on Stitcher's supplier is fine. Well, they hit some good ones, but let's go and get Thundering Falls. Ooh, yeah, okay. So I was going to say we've messed up by not getting double red for Phlage, but can get it with Lorien Revealed as well. Okay, another land. So let's just go land Ardent Plea. Good that we can play this without a consign. Opponent could attack into these. If they attack, I'm probably not blocking. Okay, they bring back a Bloodghast. Could be Occulus, I guess. Yeah, looks like it's just Occulus. Which is pretty good, but we do have Ardent Plea, so we're able to attack with this Rhino. Still the best draw is... Scion. Okay, so they manifest Dread. I can't remember what this is. A new thing. So look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one onto the battlefield face down as 2/2 and the other into your graveyard. Okay, so it must be a creature under here because they put Satoro into the bin. Okay, another Ardent Plea is actually pretty good because it lets us attack through the Occulus. So we'll play our planes. Make some more Rhinos. Attack with 1 one Rhino. For 6. They could double block, but we're fine with that. Probably going to fetch here. I think that's as good as any. Yeah, we're going to force that. Like, that's as good as any reason to use force. Like, it's a bit annoying that because next turn, but like they go, you know, them going sack Bloodghast, get back Satoro, play land, get back Bloodghast, draw a card is just pretty horrendous. Okay, I'm going to keep Xander's Lounge on in the deck, I think. Okay, so we'd love to draw. They are drawing up. They are manifesting a lot of cards. Okay, Endurance isn't bad though. So what if we attack with all of our stuff? So they kill a Rhino here, but then take quite a lot of damage. I think I need to start getting... Yeah, I think we need to start getting aggro here. So we do lose a couple of Rhinos, but we put the opponent to 6. Play our land, pass the turn. I think I'm going to hold the Endurance. So we could play it here, attack with everything. No, I think I'd rather hold it. Okay. Yep, still rather hold it. So now we're just attacking with one Rhino. They do have to block. I suppose we could attack with both. Need to not draw lands, really. Like a binding here would have been just pretty insane. They could go block, 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 but we're kind of fine with that. Yeah, that's fine. We still get through some damage. Yeah, there's no point in endurancing here. We could endurance now. The opponent has to actually block here. They don't have to block, I guess. They can block with this Manifest Dread thing. Opponent dead to Leyline Binding. There we go. Because we just go attack, they block here, we binding it. I suppose they could turn it face up, but that still works the way we want it to. Okay, they double block. Cast Binding. Yep. So yeah, it was just a watery grave there, fortunately for us. So yeah, we Binding the Oculus, deal them 2, and then yeah, we just have loads of good stuff. So yeah, we're 3-1. Happy with that so far. Let's play the 5th and final round. Okay, on the plate here for round number 5, always what we want. Yeah, that sounds good. So the question is, I think I'm just going to Thundering Falls if we hit a land. Yeah, like the upside of going Thundering Falls, find our land, turn to ice is it's too high. Yep. Because we could have gone island and then island cycled for a land, but I think yeah, this is better. Because now we just get to go island pass. Kind of disguises a little bit what we're on as well. There's ice here. Allows us to take Spiral of Canal. I'm not sure. Could be a number of things. But yeah, the ability to just go ice and then turn 3 jams Shardless Agent. Okay, opponent does play Steam Vents untapped. Yeah, there's just no way we're not going for it here, especially with 3 Cascaders in hand. What are we gonna get? We need green and white, so yeah, it's Temple Garden. They could have Consign. We wouldn't be surprised to see a Spell Pierce here, but they shocked in the Steam Vent, so they probably have Lightning Bolt in hand in that case. Okay, Preordain. They go 2 on the bottom. Okay, so yeah, turn 2 ice into turn 3, make 10 power. Still pretty good. So thinking this is probably Murktide, so we want those and those. We don't like Force of Negation to Spell Pierce and stuff. Bonecrusher isn't great. Let's bring in these. Just trim a couple Bonecrushers and go with that, I think. Yeah, this hand is fine. Smile of Canal again. Yeah, Ragavan's pretty good. So we need... do we fetch? Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to go Temple Garden. Suspend. Like, this is costing us a lot of life, but I really want to be mana efficient. Next turn we go Shocking Steam Vents, Leyline Binding the Ragavan. Hopefully you don't get Blood Mooned. We'd quite like them to just ice to draw a card or fire. Okay, there's a Dragon's Rage Channeler. So Fire Ice would be a very good draw. So let's just go land, pass the turn. Cast Binding in their upkeep. Okay, counterspell. So I think here Okay, we find another binding, which is actually quite nice. So we could go binding, hold up, dispute. Yeah, I think that's probably better. Like if they just counter spell, if we go for one of our 3 mana things and they just counter spell, we're in such bad shape. I will definitely be disputing this one. Okay. Okay, Arid Mesa. So do we want to play Ardent Plea or do we want to go Phlage? They're more likely to be able to counter Rhinos, so I think I'm just going to go Phlage here. Okay, counter spell. Scion. So next turn we can go. I'm going to graveyard that one. Like an extra card in the graveyard for Phlage isn't bad. Opponent's struggling to get Delirium. If we had our Triome out, probably would have kept Scion on top. We do get to make Rhinos this turn, though. Like, suspending on 1 is very strong against decks like this. Okay, that's nice. Actually, that's really nice. Okay, so we get to go this. And then we want to hold up blue and red. So just do this. If we get the chance to kill this, I'm just going to do it now. We just don't want them getting Delirium. White, so it doesn't really matter what colour we get. Just want to kill that. There we are at 5, which is obviously a problem against a deck running Lightning Bolt. Okay, so they counter spell 1 lot of Rhinos, but we do get another lot. Okay, opponent concedes. Happy with that. 4-1. Yeah, the deck felt really good. We took a loss to Zoo, but I think I maybe made a few misplays. I think our deck just didn't quite line up. I think that matchup's probably quite difficult. Like, we struggle to deal with Leyline Scion, and Leyline Scion isn't seeing too much play at the moment, but I think it's in a really good place. You know, we saw it against Energy where I mean, one game they just conceded to a turn 2 Scion with Leyline out. So yeah, really happy with the deck. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Please do let me know if you saw anything could have been done differently. And yeah, as I always say, please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. But for now, I'll see you again next time. Cheers.